Welcome back, everybody, to our Midwestern Dynasty, where today we are going to be taking on Northwestern in what you can't exactly consider a rivalry game, at least not yet. Maybe eventually it will be one, but for now it's a game between two schools that are only separated by 51 miles. We did beat Northwestern back in the first year of this dynasty, winning 52-38 in what ended up being a really fun snow game. So we will see if we can make it 2-0 against Northwestern in this series and 2-0 on the season, as we did beat UMass in week 1 without much trouble. You know who did have a lot of trouble in week 1? Northwestern. They got blown out and shut out by an FCS team, losing 21-0 against FCS East. It's bad enough as it is to lose to an FCS team, but to get skunked and shut out by one, that's an awful look, especially for a Big Ten team. The quarterback for the Wildcats is Trevor Kitchings, who is a redshirt freshman, and he made his first start of his college career. It clearly did not go well. He got sacked 4 times, went 13-29 for 114 yards through the air, and had just, 44% completion percentage. So nothing went right for the Wildcats in week 1, but they do have a young quarterback that has, I would say, a pretty high ceiling. Not the strongest arm, but he's mobile, has good accuracy ratings. So we will see if he can do well against our defense. It just played pretty well in week 1. The only thing we didn't do well is get pressure on the opposing quarterback. We had 0 sacks in week 1 as a team, and that is something that has to change. We got to get some pressure on Kitchings and get him to the ground. We also have to do a good job of just getting everybody to the ground in general. I want to see us be sound tacklers and maybe force another turnover or two. It was really great to get a pick 6. The Northwestern defense, it is led by a great middle linebacker in Brendan McIntosh. He is listed as a coverage linebacker. You can see he has 97 zone coverage. So you have to be careful about throwing the ball his way because he's probably going to be in the right spot at the right time. They also have a really good defensive line, not just on the interior, but on the edges, and they have depth on their defensive line. And our offensive line, it wasn't bad in week 1. It was good, but taking a step up here in competition, going from UMass to Northwestern, could be a bit of a struggle. We'll see. If we're able to win the battle in the trenches, then I think Duel and Avery Sizer could have some big games. Last week it was Avery Sizer. Maybe this week it'll be Durrell F. So whoever wins the battle of the trenches in this game is who is probably going to win the game. Forrest Fry, he's got to do a good job of taking care of the ball like he did in week 1. No turnovers. And our pass catchers, I thought they were all fine in week 1. So let's just go out there and execute and hopefully get a win. The Horned Owls will have the ball to start the game. Fry is going to keep it on a read option, and he's going to be wrapped up and tackled down to 22 with a gain of 6. He had 11 yards on the ground last week. Remember, they do count sacks against rushing yards in college football. And speaking of sacks, there is one for Michael Kilbane, the first sack of his season. Knocks Midwestern back to the 15. A 5-wide look on 3rd down. Fry throwing to his right. He's undercut and intercepted. It's the senior cornerback, Cole Shivers, making a nice play, and that'll really help out their quarterback making his 2nd start of his career. And Trevor Kitchings, he had a tough debut against FCS East. Not doing much. We'll see what he does today. He'll complete his first pass of the game. It goes to Kent McGee, the redshirt senior tight end, is up to the 13. Now at the 6. It's a run. Mason Ham is going to run into Thomas Mintz, and he'll make mincemeat of him and make a 3rd and 7 back at the 9. Kitchings faking a draw. Back to throw. Under some pressure. He's going to lob to the end zone. It's way out the back of it and incomplete. So a good job by the Midwestern defense to hold strong and not give up a touchdown despite being put in a bad spot. The kick is good from Carter Horan. The first made field goal of his career is going to give Northwestern a 3-0 lead. A toss left side to Durrell Leff. And he's up to the 38, hoping to get a big game out of him. It wasn't bad last week, but Avery Sizer did overshadow him with that 98-yard touchdown run. Here is Forrest Fry overshooting Joey Hammer, who was pretty open on that one. Another 3rd and long, not where you want to be against this Northwestern defense, and another sack. And that is going to end the Midwestern drive. That time it was Kalen Campbell, the team captain, redshirt sophomore, able to get to Fry. Kitchings goes quick left side, hitting Jalen Love, who's going to turn upfield. He is leaving LaMarcus Pettigrew in the dust, and he's going to take it the distance. A 66-yard touchdown is the first touchdown in Trevor Kitchings' career, and Northwestern is now up 2 scores in the first quarter. Plenty of time for Midwestern to get some things corrected and get going. Here is Joey Hammer left side. He's going to be hit out of bounds late, it looks like, but no flag on the play. They surely could have thrown one there for an unnecessary roughness call. Avery Sizer has some great blocking on the left side, and he'll take it across midfield. He's going to be hit out of bounds at the 43 of Northwestern with a gain of 16 on his second run of the game. A fake to left on 1st and 10. Fry is going to keep it on another read option and scamper for a first down as he's out of bounds at the 32. 3rd and 8 from the 30, not quite in field goal range. Fry stepping up into pressure, and he's going to be hit. The ball is going to go incomplete, and it looks like Midwestern is going to keep their offense out there on 4th down. A hard count is going to get a guy to jump off sides, but no flag is thrown again. Another non-call going in the favor of Northwestern, as Fry is going to do a great job here to just scramble with nobody open and make it goal to go. At the 10, a toss left side. Sizer is able to do as much as he can on that play. Not great blocking. He's up to the 7. 3rd down. Blitz on the way. It's not picked up, and Fry is going to be hit as he let it go. It's incomplete. On 4th and goal at the 7, on comes Steven Spears to try a pretty short field goal from the left hash. He's going to make it, and Midwestern is at least on the board and makes this a 1-score game again. 10-3, nearing the end of the first quarter. It's going to be D. Bishop, the other sophomore running back that Northwestern has. He's going to pick up a huge gain up the middle. Nobody there to stop him. A hard count is going to go in the favor of Northwestern. A man jumps off sides, and they throw the flag this time, of course, as Bishop spins out Scales and has a huge gain. The flag is, of course, going to go against us, so it's not going to matter. It'll be declined, and the play will stand. At the 33, fake to Bishop, pressure on Kitchings, and he's sacked. Edward Reed able to get the first sack of the season for Midwestern. 3rd and 7, Kitchings under some pressure. He is going to escape the pocket and go down with a gain of 2. Ethan Dugan able to stop him. Then comes Carter Horn to try a 54-yard field goal. His second field goal of his career is easily good, as Northwestern is back up by 2 scores in the second quarter. 13-3, 3rd and 7 for Midwestern. A pass is caught by Gabriel Bromell, the Florida State transfer. That's the first down easily as he's up to the 31. Our 3rd down, it's 3rd and 8. Fry, he's going to take a shot deep down the field with a man behind the defense, but he underthrows him. It was Gabriel Bromell. Could have been a touchdown instead. Midwestern is going to punt the ball away. 3rd and short for the Wildcats. A man wide open over the middle, and that'll be an easy first down, picked up by Frank Covey the 4th, as Northwestern is up to the 44, already near midfield. Mason Ham left side. There is nobody there to stop him, at least not until he's all the way to the 40 of Midwestern. This Northwestern offense doing a great job in the early going. It's going to be a read option, and Kitchings, he's going to keep it, fooling the entire Midwestern defense. He's gone 40 yards to the end zone. Another long touchdown went up by this Midwestern defense, as Kitchings is going to score his first touchdown on the ground and make this a 20-3 game. We're still in the first half, but things are not going well for Midwestern. Only got to get a score on this drive to feel good. Around left up to the 40-yard line. That left side of the offensive line has looked pretty good in run blocking. They go back to left, and he's got space on the left side again. He'll take it across midfield, and it's up to the 48. Avery Sizer the back on 1st and 10. It's going to be a fake to him. Fry backing up. Lobbing down the field, it is hung on to. A great catch by Nick Shields, who did have some drop problems last year as a true freshman. Makes the catch there for a gain of 30. On 3rd down at the 9, Avery Sizer, he's up to the 3. And down there, making it goal to go for the Horned Owls. 2 minutes to go in the half. It'll be Darrell left, right side. He's in easy. Great blocking all around on that play and that drive. He's going to allow Midwestern to go down the field and score their first touchdown of the game as they make it 20-10 here, waiting in the first half. Still about 2 minutes to go in the half. Northwestern looking to add on to their lead. Here is Kitchings spinning out and taking off. Not a great job by the defensive line to uphold their rush lanes as they give up a lane for Kitchings to run through. A blitz on the way. Too much time for Kitchings, who is going to connect with one of his wide receivers, John Fish, the redshirt freshman. And just one catch last week for 6 yards. He gets a big gain there on his first catch of the game. Kitchings is going to roll to his left under pressure, and he's sacked way back near the 40 as Kevin Campanaro and Andre Okoye team up to get to him. 3rd and long. Kitchings, he's going to throw to his left. It is caught by Fish, who is out of bounds at the 31. And it'll make it 4th and 12. Another field goal try for Warren, this time a 48-yarder. And that'll make him 3 for 3 on the season and this game, as Northwestern is able to make this a 23-10 game. With a minute to go in the half, Fry is going to be crunched and lose the ball. It's still on the ground. Eventually, Fisher is going to pick it up and allow Midwestern to punt the ball away, eventually on 4th down. But more importantly, Fry is shaken up after that one. He's been getting battered all game. We'll see if he's able to re-enter this one or not. Northwestern a chance to add on to their 13-point lead. Kitchings moving to his right. He's going to be sacked by Andre Okoye. Second sack of the game for him, and that is going to end our first half. Here in the 3rd quarter, Northwestern facing 3rd down at the 43. A throw left side is knocked out by Pettigrew, who is able to get the better of Love this time around, and Northwestern will end up punting the ball to Midwestern, and Fry is in the game, which is a good sign. He's going to take off on 3rd down and slide down near the marker, and it looks like he barely gets it as he's up to the 43. A 5-wide look on 3rd and 10. Fry throwing between 2 defenders, and Hammer can't make the tough catch. And that'll make Fry 6 of 18. It's been a struggle for him. And Northwestern is on offense again. A read option. Kitchings is not going to score this time around as Thomas Mintz is going to greet him for a loss of 3. 3rd down. Wildcats going to go with a screen. It's going to be caught by Frank Covey the 4th. A bad angle by Ben Edmonds, and Covey, he's got the first down and way more. He'll be chased down by Josh Wood, and not before a big gain is had. At the 42 of Midwestern, here goes D. Bishop, cutting inside, and he's fighting his way up to the 26. Some tough running from the sophomore running back. He is breathing heavy after that one. They're going to go to him again anyway, and it doesn't seem to matter as Bishop is up to the 14-yard line, running over a couple of defenders on his way. 3rd and 7 at the 11. Kitchings facing heat is going to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught, and another touchdown is going to be scored by the Wildcats. This time it's Larry Schote. He's sophomore tight end out of Chicago, Illinois. Makes it 29-10 in the 3rd quarter. Northwestern going for 2. Bishop on the ground is not going to get in. Andre Okoye able to prevent the 2-point conversion, and it is going to remain a 29-10 game in the 3rd quarter. From the 42, Fry on 3rd down will have his pass broken up by Brendan McIntosh, the middle linebacker who has 97 zone coverage. You probably don't want to throw the ball his way very often. On 4th down, a blitz on the way. Fry is going to be intercepted again. Shiver me timbers, it's cold. Shivers again. His 2nd interception of the game, and this time he's taking it all the way back for a pick 6. As the Northwestern Wildcats have made this a blowout. They are putting a beat down on Midwestern. It is now 36-10. A change at quarterback for the Horned Owls. In the game is Jordan Jones, replacing Forrest Fry, who is dealing with an injury and not really playing that well because of it. A check down to Devin Gentry, the true freshman. His first catch of the season and of his career, goes for a gain of 11. Pass right side to Darrell F. He's going to make the spinning catch, turn up field, and he's got the speed. He's going all the way. A 53-yard touchdown for Darrell F. And Jordan Jones, who now has his first career touchdown pass in Midwestern, he's going to make it a 36-17 game. 3rd and 6 to start the 4th quarter for the Wildcats. They're going to keep it on the ground, and it's not going anywhere. Edward Reed able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a quick 3-and-out. That is something you really need to have if you're going to make a comeback, especially of this type, a huge comeback. You need to get quick stops on defense. A scramble by Jordan Jones goes for 17 yards. A great block by Joey Hammer on the play to help Jones out. And Jones is going to reward Joey Hammer, who had that good block. He'll make the catch and take it across midfield, getting a first down. Out the 44 of the Wildcats. And 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. A pass is going to be caught by Gentry, and he's going to turn upfield, making a man miss. And the true freshman is going to put Midwestern on the edge of the red zone. Down to 8:29 to go in the fourth quarter. Jones, plenty of time back there. He's got a man wide open. Is George Barr. He is going to score. And Midwestern is going to make it a little bit interesting here in the fourth quarter. We now have ourselves a 2-score game. It's 36-24 here in the fourth quarter. Still a lot of time left, but you have to get at least a couple of more stops. And Midwestern is not getting one here. A first down is going to be picked up by Frank Covey IV, who's played a great game. 3rd and 7, up near the 40. The throw up the seam is going to be caught by John Fish. And he's down to 34 of Midwestern. Despite being up in the fourth quarter by multiple scores, the Wildcats are going hurry up. They're going to throw a screen, and it's going to result in a loss of 3. Ben Edmonds able to make the tackle on a wide receiver screen this time around. 3rd down. It's going to be another screen. This time to the running back, D. Bishop. He gets a huge block and is met by Wood at the 30, and he'll go down there. There's a flag on the play, and it is going to be a holding call going against Northwestern. So Midwestern is going to accept it, even though it would be 4th down if they declined it, in hopes of getting a better result on 3rd down and keeping the Wildcats at a field goal range. It's going to be a screen on 3rd and 23, and it's going to be stopped well shy of field goal range. So the Wildcats are going to have to punt the ball away. Midwestern down by 2 scores with about 5:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. And they put together a touchdown drive and make this a 1-score game. A sack to start the drive is not going to make that easy. Back at their own 14. It's 3rd and long. Jones. He's going to take his shot deep down the field, and it's going to be caught by Joey Hammer, who makes another big play as he's up past the 40 and down the 43. Jones to throw again, going deep over the middle, and Devin Gentry is going to hang on as he's across midfield, making the catch on the post route. Time starting to become a factor here in the fourth quarter. Jones checking it down to left. He is going to make a linebacker eat his dust as left. He's out of bounds up at the 20-yard line. 2:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. Jones on 3rd down. He's going to check it down, and left can't make the catch. He'd have been well short of the first down anyway. So Midwestern has to have it here on 4th and 6. There is a hard count tried, and there was movement up front. And it is going to be a call going against Northwestern. They were offsides. Now this will not be a first down, but it will make it 4th and 1. So the Horned Owls, they can run it here if they want to. And it looks like they will. Sizer up the middle. He's got the first down easy and nearly scores. He's going to go down at the 1-yard line. Nearing the 2-minute timeout. Midwestern gets the snap off before it. Sizer is going to be turned away. He can't get in here as he's going to go down at the 2-yard line, they say. On 2nd down, a toss left side. Sizer trying to get to the edge. He runs a man over and is in. And Avery Sizer has made this a 1-score game late in the fourth quarter of a game that was once 36-10. Midwestern is going to try an onside here to try and get this ball right back, even though they have all their timeouts. It's up in the air, and it's going to be recovered by John Fish. So Northwestern is going to take over at the 39 of Midwestern with a chance to run this one out. You know they're going to run it. And it's going to be a huge loss for Ham, who is swarmed in the backfield, as Midwestern is going to use a timeout. They're going to have to use all their timeouts to get this ball back. Run left side, and a couple of moves are going to be put on by Ham. He's got a huge gain and is all the way inside the 15 and down at the 14. That is really going to hurt. We'll see if they're able to run this one out. They have to at least get one more first down, it looks like, as Midwestern is going to use their 2nd timeout after a loss of 3. On 2nd down, Ham inside is going to go down at the 15, and Midwestern is going to use their last timeout. It looks like Northwestern is just going to kneel the ball on 3rd down, even though they cannot run this clock out. And even if they make a field goal here, this is still going to be a 1-score game. They do wind the clock down as far as they can, and the kick is good with 15 seconds to go. But what has Midwestern got here? No timeouts. You need a touchdown. 15 seconds remaining. Let's see what they got. Jones under some pressure. He's going to go deep left side. One-on-one for Nick Shields. It is over his head and incomplete. The shot at your number one wide receiver. One-on-one, why not? Just couldn't make the play. It was a little too overthrown. Under 10 seconds to go. Jones loading up. He's got a man behind the defense. It's Gabriel Rommel. He'll make the catch, but the ball was underthrown. So Rommel had to spin around, and he's going to be tackled at the 17 inbounds. Midwestern out of timeouts. They're going to hurry up to the line. Can they get set and get a snap off in time? They cannot. The game is going to end. Northwestern is going to win this one 39-31, and they will survive this onslaught and this comeback attempt from Midwestern. I think you can officially call this a rivalry, even though the game may not classify it as a rivalry. We have had two great games played between these two teams, and both have beaten each other at their own place. And these two teams only being separated by 51 miles, how could this not be a rivalry at this point? If we are able to put them on the schedule next year, if we do not get hit by the custom schedule bug that is, we are going to be playing Northwestern again. So this was a great fight by us to battle back into the game. We just ran out of time. Tough to blame the defense when the offense put them in some really tough spots. Now the offense, weirdly, the offensive line specifically, got better at pass blocking when the other team had to have known that we were throwing on every single play, because Jones was just not getting hit as much as Fry was. Ground game was decent, and Jones, he tried his best to get us into the game, and he did. So what are we going to do at quarterback? Well, Forrest Rye, he is still going to be our starting quarterback, but he is dealing with an injury, so we may end up holding him out of our next game just to let him fully recover and be ready for conference play. Our next game is going to be a really tough one anyway. It's against Nebraska. We're probably not going to be winning it, so why not roll at Jones and see if maybe he could pull off a miracle and let Fry get fully rested and have him ready to go for conference play. I thought Jones did a good job on a lot of the underneath throws. We probably shouldn't be asking him to stretch the field with those deep shots we had to take at the end of the game. It's just not his game. So we'll probably roll with Jones in the game against Nebraska. Andre Okoye played a nice game. He had a sack and a half on Kitchens and was able to prevent a 2-point conversion, which was crucial to us having a chance in the end there. So he's already on pace to have a much better year this year than he did last year as a true freshman. We'll see if he can follow this game up with a bunch of good ones. That would be great. LaMarcus Pettigrew is somebody we need to see do more. He has been on the field a lot this season. He's actually been on the field the most of anybody on the defense, and he hasn't done that much with it. He's been getting burned a couple of times. I just want to see him do more if he's going to be out there. Otherwise, we're probably going to be giving some more playing time to some of our other cornerbacks, even though they may not be good anyway. Egan Bolin, he is a right guard out of Illinois, who is 6'1", 318 with 90 strength, 70 run block, and he looks like he is a decent pass blocker as well. Obviously, a little bit of room to improve there, but he's somebody that we are going after. We are in a battle with Western Michigan. We have a visit scheduled with Bolin week 6, and that now gives us 4 visits scheduled for week 6. Chuck Fleck also has a visit scheduled. I forgot to mention that at the end of the last episode. So we got 4 visits scheduled for that game against Kennesaw State. It's a rivalry game. It's going to be super important already, but even more important with all the players we're going to have visiting. There is one player I really have to point out when it comes to Player of the Week awards, and it is Josiah Cox. He had 4 interceptions and a forced fumble in a win over Hawaii, 49-3. Anytime you force 5 turnovers, how do you not win National Defensive Player of the Week? That is some bogus to me. Nebraska, they end up losing their game to Tennessee in a battle between a couple of top 10 teams. So they are going to come into this game a little frustrated, looking to beat us. We'll see if we can beat them and pull off a miracle and get our first top 25 victory. If you guys are enjoying this series, let me know down below in the comments section. Like this video to help this series out, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Thanks for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one.